Dismantle the CIA ever written. A.K.A. why Benny Johnson just became the adversary's favorite useful idiot. Let's start with the basics. Since apparently we live in a country where influencers think geopolitics is a vibe and national security is a punchline, every single major country on this planet, even the broke, failing, sanction-riddled ones, has an intelligence service. Why? Because without one, you are not a country. You are a piñata waiting to be cracked open by whatever foreign government wants candy. But here comes Benny Johnson, sweaty with patriotic cosplay energy, shouting, "The CIA's bad, shut it down." Like the US is supposed to go, "Wow, thanks, Benny. Let's go into global warfare blindfolded because a podcaster said so." Sir, this man's entire worldview is built on YouTube thumbnails and vibes. He thinks dismantling the CIA is anti-establishment. In reality, it's the biggest pro-Russia, pro-China, pro-Iran, pro-anyone who hates us Christmas gift of the decade. When dismantling the CIA isn't radical, it's suicidal. That is not an exaggeration. The CIA is not your congressman, not your favorite corrupt politician, not your TikTok villain of the week. It is the part of the US government that knows where terror cells are forming, knows which countries are planning cyber attacks, knows which foreign agencies are sending agents to infiltrate the US, knows who is funding what coup, what proxy militia, what insurgency, knows which foreign businesses are actually front companies, knows when foreign powers are trying to steal our tech, our energy, our infrastructure, our elections. You want to dismantle that? Then congratulations, you just volunteered. America to become the global version of a blind baby deer wandering onto a freeway. To you, Benny Johnson isn't exposing corruption. He's accidentally doing hostile intel work for free. Foreign intelligence agencies have entire departments dedicated to undermining trust in US institutions, amplifying outrage, pushing narratives that weaken national security, encouraging Americans to fight each other, promoting calls to abolish, defund, or destroy key institutions. They pay millions for that. Benny Johnson provides it pro bono, wrapped in a Patriot sticker, with a clickbait title like, "The Truth They Don't Want You to Know. CIA is bad. It's the first time in history America's adversaries got their psychological warfare done by a guy whose biggest personality trait is yelling in a studio with over-processed lighting. He's not a traitor. He's not a spy. He's not malicious. He's just loud, naive, and extremely useful to the wrong people." 3. Here's what happens if you actually shut down the CIA. A. Russia celebrates like it's the fall of the Berlin Wall. With the CIA gone, Russia's SVR, GRU, and FSB can operate freely, recruit freely, influence freely, hack freely, blackmail freely, sabotage freely. The Kremlin dreams of an America this dumb. You would see election interference 10x worse, cyber attacks 20x worse, energy infrastructure sabotage, more recruitment of American politicians, more compromat pipelines, and zero detection, because we turned off the alarm system. B. China would take Taiwan faster than you can say influencer merch drop. China monitors the CIA like it's oxygen. If the US dismantled it, Beijing would start moving chess pieces faster than you can imagine. Military buildup, new island bases, global cyber expansion, buying up foreign infrastructure, dominating rare earth minerals, aggressive diplomacy, Taiwan invasion window wide open. America wouldn't even know what happened until Fox and CNN suddenly agreed on something. Breaking, we missed everything. See? Iran, North Korea, Turkey, Pakistan, and Saudi Arabia would act like the babysitter fell asleep. No CIA whore found the Middle East becomes the Wild West on bath salts. Terror networks? Reloaded. Militias? Funded. Covert operations? Everywhere. Iranian sleeper cells? Activated. Without the CIA, America has zero foreign insight, and every adversary knows it. D. Cartels would run America's southern border like a multinational corporation. CIA's intel on supply routes, corrupt officials, weapons flows, and foreign laundering keeps pressure on cartels. Without that, you basically hand them a private invitation to expand. The fentanyl problem? Multiply it. The trafficking problem? Multiply it again. This isn't politics. It's reality. 4. You don't fix CIA abuses by burning the whole damn thing down. This is where Benny's crowd misses the plot entirely. Yes, the CIA has done horrific, immoral, illegal, unconstitutional things in its history. Coups, torture, surveillance, rendition, secret wars, black sites, MK Ultra, proxy militias, dirty alliances, etc. We know that. This isn't new. This is why the Church Committee existed, FISA courts exist, congressional oversight exists, inspectors general exist, whistleblower laws exist. You fix intelligence. You don't delete it. You don't go, the surgeon made terrible mistakes, therefore we should abolish hospitals. No, you regulate. You expose. You reform. You prosecute. You legislate. You put a damn leash on the beast. But you do not dismantle the only thing standing between you and hostile foreign intelligence agencies that would love nothing more than to carve this country up like a Thanksgiving turkey. 5. Benny Johnson is not fighting corruption. He's fighting the concept of national security. Benny doesn't know the difference between the CIA needs oversight and law let's turn the US into an intelligence vacuum. His understanding of geopolitics is about as deep as a kiddie pool in a drought. He truly believes that abolishing the CIA is draining the swamp, not realizing he's draining the entire ocean of intelligence and leaving America dehydrated and concussed on the beach. This is why the real CIA veterans, the ones who were whistleblowers, who did oppose abuses, laugh when they hear this nonsense. Because nothing screams amateur hour like, let's dismantle the one agency, keeping foreign adversaries from puppeteering our elections, utilities, companies, and cyberspace. 6. The real treason-adjacent danger isn't the speech. It's the strategic effect. Treason is a legal word. This isn't that. But the strategic impact? That's a whole other story. When you broadcast a message that weakens public trust, undermines national defense, delegitimizes foreign intelligence, encourages internal sabotage, aids foreign influence ops, makes America dumber and more vulnerable, you are functionally doing foreign intelligence work without even being asked. It is the exact psychological warfare narrative Russia, China, and Iran pump into the infosphere daily. Benny is not committing treason, but the results of his rhetoric are indistinguishable from a foreign info op. The dude is geopolitically illiterate, and in intelligence, illiteracy is a weapon in the enemy's hands. Send final message, the spinal realignment. Be angry at the CIA, but don't be stupid. You can hate abuses. You can demand reform. You can demand transparency. You can demand oversight. You can demand prosecutions. You can demand ethics, legality, and human rights. But you do not dismantle the eyes and ears of the United States of America because a YouTube host wants engagement. That is not patriotism. That is not bravery. That is not rebellion. That is how empires collapse. And Benny Johnson, bless his heart, bless his lighting setup, bless his little monologues, is so desperately craving attention that he has convinced himself he's fighting tyranny when he's actually holding the door open for every hostile foreign agency with a grudge, a budget, and a plan. Fix the CIA? Absolutely. Crush every illegal program? 100%. Expose every corrupt op? Yes. Strengthen oversight? Immediately. But dismantle it? No. That's not revolution. That's assisted suicide. And America deserves better than death by influencer.